Hello, welcome to the Managing Drought in the Southern Plains webinar series. This is offered by the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program, National Integrated Drought Information System, National Drought Mitigation Center, and NOAA. We have a full webinar briefing next Thursday, August 9th, and we hope you'll join us for a more detailed look at the drought conditions. In today's short briefing, we're looking at current conditions and the outlook. Here's a current drought monitor map just released this morning, and we can see a large area of extreme to exceptional drought across much of the Great Plains and into the Ohio Valley, and really from Oklahoma northward up into the Dakotas. Here in our region, we see that most of the extreme drought is in Kansas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, with some lingering areas in New Mexico and parts of Texas that have stubbornly persisted and just won't go away. But we've seen an expansion of the D4 conditions, the exceptional drought conditions, off in Arkansas. Since the beginning of this summer, we were in pretty good shape going into it with those persisting areas you can see in the southwest in New Mexico. But the rapid development over the last 2 months across much of the area is really apparent, with extreme drought conditions going from about 5% to more than 22% of the United States. The precipitation departures show this in the 30 days and the year to date, with relatively little rainfall across the northern plains from Oklahoma northward in Arkansas. And you can see really in the year to date departure in the map in the lower right corner, you can see along the Mississippi River where the most extreme deficits have been. There has been some rainfall along the Gulf Coast and the Appalachians, and that's been helping Texas hold into decent condition compared to where they were a year ago. Associated with this are some pretty substantial temperature variations, with a large area of 100 degrees across Oklahoma and Texas and up into Kansas in the last week. Temperatures running 8 to 12 degrees above normal, and minimum temperatures running well above normal all the way into the northern plains, which is some severe impacts for corn crop, which is unable to cool down. The extreme temperatures are apparent here in Oklahoma the last 2 days, with about half or more of the state being above 110 degrees, between 110 and 115 degrees. And for comparison, the forecast high for Death Valley today is 111. So this is definitely that kind of heat that you find out in the desert areas of the Southwest. Looking ahead, we don't see much relief in the way of rainfall, maybe some along the eastern fringe of this high pressure system and far eastern Arkansas and the Ohio River Valley and on up into the Appalachians, even some chance of rain and severe storms to the northeast. The hot temperatures are expected to continue, but not quite as strong. Looking into next week, we see continued above normal temperatures and below normal rainfall, with the exception along the Gulf Coast, some chances of rain and the monsoon in the southwest. And but the highest area is expected to switch a little bit further to the west. And looking into the fall, into August, September, October, again, that above normal temperature pattern continues across the eastern United States, with a little bit of enhanced chance of above normal rainfall in the southwest and the Gulf Coast, and below normal, and continuing in that drought area of the upper Midwest. This is reflected in the seasonal drought outlook, which shows a large area of persistent drought all the way through October. It looks like there may be some relief in the drought in the southeast part, as some rainfall is expected to continue along there, and of course associated with that monsoon that we saw into Arizona and into some bordering areas as well. One of the key things that goes into all this is your local reports, things through the Drought Impact Reporter. See there, droughtreporter.unl.edu. We really encourage you to use this site. Tell us what's going on in your area so that we can get these right. The reason that it matters is because the Drought Monitor is used in federal aid decisions, especially with agriculture, where the Secretary of Agriculture said that areas with D2 or more for 8 weeks during the growing season will be automatically eligible for aid. So if we don't know how bad things are, sometimes we may not get the severity right. So please use this and tell us. So in addition to the Drought Reporter, you can also email us at drought@southernclimate.org, and we'll process that and get that information in for you. These briefings are posted on the SKIP YouTube site there at the top, and a lot of other information on the Drought Portal and the State Climatologist and many other resources. We appreciate your participation in these. We invite you to join us on our next full webinar on August 9th. You can contact us on our website, southernclimate.org, and we can get you registered for those so you'll receive updates and information on how to access that. Have a good week, and we hope to speak with you next week. Bye.